Welcome to this week of Unleash Yourself. And this week we're going to be discussing the importance of decluttering. Now, it is super important to actually declutter things on a physical level. Now, the easiest way to do this is to start by going room by room in the place that we live. If we have a garage or sheds or we drive, then we also have to include our vehicle in here because we also put clutter in all of these places. So literally what we're going to do is we're going to start and say our bedroom. And we're going to say, okay, what do I need to do in this room? Well, I need to unpack these boxes. I need to clean the top of my dresser. I need to actually clean my windows. What we're doing is we're writing down everything that we need to do that we just keep in our brain, right? We all have that to-do list that we just, keep it in our mind, and every time we look at it, we think, oh, I really need to get to this, right? We all have this, right? We have I got to clean the east trough, I got to clean the windows, I got to unpack the boxes, I got to get through the storage, I got to go through my clothes and donate them, I got to fill in whatever blank here, right? We all have these to-do lists. So all we're going to do is take that to-do list and actually write it down on a piece of paper. And I recommend that you go room by room. So you have your bedroom, your bathroom, your spare room, your living room, your dining room, your kitchen, right? Whatever rooms you have, right? Garage, shed, barn, car, whatever places you have that you can have clutter in. Make sure you include, that junk drawer if you have one, because that is severe clutter. And so the reason we're actually focusing on the clutter is because the clutter on a physical level creates clutter on a subconscious level. The reflection of the outside is a reflection of the inside. And so by cleaning the outside, by actually going through the clutter and cleaning it up and moving it, you're actually decluttering your subconscious mind as well. And this does leaps and bounds for your energetic bodies and allows things to start moving fully and causes the energetic congestion to move on. Now, another part of this assignment that I want you to do is if you have a storage room where you keep Christmas decorations or Halloween decorations or kids' toys, keepsake bins, yarn because you're into knitting, whatever it is, insert whatever is in your storage room. Make a list of everything that you have in your storage room. The same thing with your garage. If you have hunting gear or camping gear or tools or whatever you have in there, make a list of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually go through that list and we're going to be, okay, do I actually need this stuff? Right? Sometimes we might decide that we want to do a hobby and we'll go out and buy a bunch of stuff, but then we don't actually do the hobby, right? So scrapbooking was a big thing for a while, and lots of people went out and bought all the scrapbook supplies, and then they were doing scrapbooking, but then eventually they were like, wow, this really isn't for me, and so they just have all these scrapbook supplies. Well, that's just taking up unnecessary space, and you have an energetic attachment to it, right? So you want to get rid of the energetic cords that you have to these things, especially if you're not actually utilizing these things anymore, right? If you decided that, I'm going to take up knitting, or I'm going to take up cross stitch, or I'm going to take up any of these things, and you went out and actually got the items, but you're not doing it, same thing. So go through these things and decide, okay, do I really need these things or do I don't need these things? And then if you don't, it actually clears out your subconscious, because your subconscious still has it in your brain that you're eventually going to take up knitting one day. So if you don't actually have any interest in doing that, then get rid of it. Maybe donate it to somebody that does do knitting or that does do scrapbooking, or you can donate it to a school maybe, or arts and crafts supplies to a woman and children's shelter if that's what you want to do, right? So don't just throw things out. You can actually donate them to causes that are close to your heart. So that's what we're going to work on this week. This week, we're going to work on decluttering. Now, when you get that list done, I don't mean for you to go through that list and complete that list and, look at it like, oh my God, I got this massive list. It's just going to take me a lifetime to get through. All you're going to do is decide for yourself what can you commit to. So I can commit to 10 to 15 minutes a day, or I can commit to an hour every week, or I will commit to removing one thing on my list a week, right? Be honest with yourself and be realistic with yourself, and only decide, a realistic commitment that you can honestly keep. And then as you go through these things, you're just going to scratch them off, right? If it's like, oh, I had to fix the sink, I'm going to scratch that off. Oh, I wanted to go through my clothes and I wanted to donate them. Yay, I got it done. I'm going to scratch it off. Oh, I've been meaning to actually go get the sleeping bags because I wanted to donate them to the local camping group so that the kids have sleeping bags. I'm actually going to go get that and I'm going to go donate it and I'm going to scratch that off, right? So it's not about, making sure you get your list done fast. It's just about taking action and meaningful action to get it done and getting it out of your mind and clearing your subconscious. And then as you go through and you declutter your physical, you will declutter the mental and the emotional as well. And then by getting rid of the things that you no longer have attachment to, then you're actually clearing out your emotional and your mental as well. So that is the purpose of decluttering and why it is so important, because it just weighs us down energetically. So as always, if you've got questions or you need clarity, please feel free to reach out. And otherwise, I look forward to meeting with you soon.